Cool, and also me and Steve predicted the Yes Photo Festival about 10 years ago. I had these t-shirts designed. I made zero money on these. I think if you have one, I probably gave it to you. Anyways, this is going to be really great. Are you guys excited to have Steve back in Novato? Yes, Novato. All right, we got a very special guest that's going to introduce Steve. Steve's sister's in the house, so please welcome Kathy Poltz to the stage.
Music lovers, hi, I'm Kathy, Steve's older sister, here with tonight's show introduction. How many of you were here last night? Okay, sorry to say that last night was a good show out of the two, and Steve will be phoning it in tonight. Nah, just kidding. Steve always brings it for KC Turner's Cookout Series here at Hopmonk Tavern. How about a round of applause for KC, who's celebrating its 12th year, and bringing the concert series to this fantastic venue, along with all the wonderful music. In the words of Jack Kerouac, music is the only truth. Now, please welcome to the stage the one and only brother I'm currently aware of, Steve Poltz.
How's it going? What a night, huh? Oh, good. Smokey Joe's getting a little R&R, little love and care. So Taylor Guitars sent me that and said, take it out and destroy it. Tell us what you like about it. I really like it. Let's look at it. He gave one to me and another one to my friend Ben Harper, and Ben didn't get this one that I got. And I texted a picture to Ben, and he goes, why did you get the black one? I'm the black guy. Because his was a different color on the front. It was the best text I ever got from him. So, anyways, yeah, they gave me that. It's a nice guitar. The reason I wanted you to be here is because this is an intervention for you. People used to always want to do interventions on me. It was crazy, but I would always escape them. I would. Can you imagine that? Coming in, and I'd hear about it because I'd have one friend that would tip me off. And I just wouldn't show up. But tonight, we're going to party. I'm relapsing. Nurse came here because she knows my knee's hurting, and she brought me lidocaine patches. Call my sponsor. Can we get a round of applause for Megan Slankard? Woo! Yeah, that's a good round. Can we get a round of applause for the fabulous T sisters? They're so cool. I love them so much. All of them. Man, and I got to hang out all day at the swimming pool in my underwear. Like just a couple exits away. It was the most sunny day. And of course I didn't have a swimsuit, so I just hung out in my underwear with this towel over me, kind of creeping people out by the pool. They had their kids there, but to be here tonight with you means so much to me, because when I think of where all this started, I was just a lowly pipe nipple salesman back in San Diego, California. If you want to know where it all got started for me, I was a pipe nipple salesman, and I sold nipples. That's what my job was, and it was crazy. And they were PVC pipe nipples. And I graduated from the University of San Diego, Toreros, and after I graduated, I got that job. And it was one of the most amazing things because I'm still friends with the guy who hired me, Tom Plain. Can you imagine that? And I showed up for the interview at 8 a.m. frying on mushrooms because I didn't know they would last that long. And I took them at 2 in the morning. And I had this interview with him, and I was like the most amazing person on those shrooms. Like, all of a sudden I realized I had all this memory recall I wasn't using, and it really helped me get the job. And I'm gonna confess to him finally this week that, dude, I'm not that good. I'm just not. But it worked out for me. And then I had that job, and I kept going, and I was selling nipples. And I was just getting bummed. I was like, is this it? I'm gonna be a nipple salesman my whole life? I can't do it. I just can't. And I went into his office and I said, I can't sell nipples anymore. And he goes, why not? And I said, because I want to play my guitar on the streets. And he goes, like a bum? And I go, yeah, like a bum. He goes, just like passing change? Can't you get a gig? And I go, yeah, but I want to go to Europe and just play my guitar on the streets. I read this book called The Razor's Edge by William Somerset Maugham, and the book changed my life. And this dude who gave me the book reminded me that he was the one who gave me the book and changed my life. I'd had a collapsed lung, and I was in the hospital. It was my 13th collapsed lung, and so they had to do this thing called a thoracotomy, and they cut up the side of my rib cage. And this guy brought me in that book, and it was like life-changing, because it was this guy who wants to go over in Europe and just bum around and find joy and not be so glued to just the grind of life. And so I did it, man. And then I came back and I got this record deal, and I had a hit song with Jewel, and then one thing led to another. All these big checks were coming in the mail because the song You Were Meant For Me sold 15 million records. And then what happens is, I didn't know this, but you have to pay tax. And so these letters were coming in, and I was living at Windansea, this beach in San Diego. And I would go surfing, I'd come back in, I'd get 6 rolled tacos with guacamole and a bean and cheese burrito. I'd be eating it, and then I would stumble over these IRS letters that I just never opened for years. I never paid taxes. Like, I just did not pay taxes. And then I came home one day, and there were IRS agents outside of my apartment. And they go, excuse me, do you know if Steve Poltz lives here? And I go, I hear he might live there. Like that. I hear he might live there. And my voice got higher, and then I just started running. I've never been so scared. So I knew I had one get out of free jail card thing and a get out of jail free card. And this guy was the controller of the San Diego Padres. Go Padres! 2 weeks ago, I was in Elotes, Texas, and I said something like, "Sick 'em Bears" for Baylor Bears, and everybody booed because you have to say "Gig 'em Aggies." And so I've learned to always, when I come to a city, say another team because it's really fun. I just like the way it makes me feel. And it's like a free drug. And who here doesn't love drugs, right? And your body makes its own drugs. So that's what's so cool about it. So anyways, the IRS comes to my place and they say, hey, you know, you got to pay these taxes. And so I knew I had one person I could call. So I called the controller of the Padres. Can you believe this? Because the Padres had become fans of mine, and they would use my song when they come up to bat. I had a song called Silver Lining. Maybe you've heard of it. And so they would come up, and this guy, Wally Joyner, would use it as his at-bat music. Yeah, Wally. And then Ken Caminetti would use my songs, Cammy. And so I was hanging out with all these guys. And so the controller of the Padres had left the Padres, and he started his own accounting firm. And the guy is so weird. And he goes, meet me at the Tilted Kilt. Now the Tilted Kilt is like Hooters, but it was in San Diego. It was the same idea of Hooters, and the girls that were the waitresses wore these really high plaid Catholic schoolgirl dresses, really high. and then shirts with their boobs pushed together but buttoned down really low, and like pigtails, and they come and go, "Welcome to the Tilted Kilt." And I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know this was in San Diego. And so this is where the accountant wanted me to meet him. So I come in with a dirty brown paper bag full of like 300 IRS letters that I'd never opened. And I set them down on the table. And this guy opens each one up, one at a time. And I was getting more and more scared. More and more scared. And then I finally go, "Is it bad? Is it bad?" And I've never forgot this. He reaches his hand over the table, puts his hand on mine, and he goes, "I've seen worse, but it's pretty bad." And then he says to me, "We're gonna get through this together." I know. Now, this is many years ago, and everybody said, "You can make a deal with the IRS. The IRS will make a deal. The IRS needs money." Bullshit. This is what the IRS said. They said, not only are we not going to give him any sort of a discount, but let Mr. Poltz know he's lucky we're not going to send him to jail for willful negligence to pay taxes. So I went to sleep that night with $450,000 in my checking account. That was the money I had. And Sharon, my wife, is over there, is like, "You're a fucking idiot. Like, who leaves that much in a checking account earning nothing?" And she was trying to explain to me that money loses value. And so, anyways, I wake up the next morning from $450,000 to $10. $10 is what the IRS left me. And I'm telling you this, it was like somebody said, "If I give you $450,000, will you give me peace of mind?" Like, I didn't even care. But the night before, I thought I was going to commit suicide. I was like, I'm going to kill myself, take the money, leave it to my niece, nephew, and my sister, and just jump off the Coronado Bridge. But I didn't do it. And so then I pay my taxes quarterly now. But the crazy thing is, they didn't know I had hundreds of thousands of dollars stuffed in suitcases in my closet at Tennessee, which Sharon then really started yelling at me about, because I was on the road with Jewel, and we were playing like Red Rocks, The Gorge. Every night, I was selling over 300 CDs a night at $20 a pop. Do the math. Then they were just handing me cash. I didn't even know where to put it. I was like a coke dealer. And I know what coke dealers look like. So I started coming home, and this is back when I was still using drugs, and I would shove all the money into suitcases, and then the suitcase would get so full with money, I'd have to get another suitcase. And then at the same time, I'd tell all my friends, I leave a key under the mat. If ever you're in town, just come stay there. But here's the thing, it was genius, because I had so many old suitcases. The ones where I shoved the money in were like way at the bottom under all these cases. It's just mess. They would open it up. It was the most glorious subterfuge you've ever seen in your life. And so Sharon goes, you need to start putting that money in the bank. $9,900 at a time. So you don't raise any red flags. Some of the money was so old, it had gone out of print. Like English pounds, Australian dollars. We'd have to go to the central bank to get new dollars to trade them in. I went into a bank in San Francisco with all this money in a suitcase, and it was out of print. And then this guy was watching me, followed me, because sometimes people in San Francisco will follow you into a bank, and he watched me with all this money pulling it out of a suitcase, getting this other money, and he was following me. I had to call Sharon and Neil, our son, my stepson, Sharon's son from her first marriage. She's been married 22 times. And so, I get all that. I slowly start putting the money back into the account, and we end up moving to Nashville, and I'm taking the money in my walk-on, and it goes through the x-ray thing. And there's like $150,000 of cash. And the guy goes, "Excuse me, sir, do you have tortillas in this carry-on?" He goes, "I need to check it." And he opens it up and starts pulling out all this money. And it smells like a drug dealer's money, like money that's been buried underground, like cartel money. And he's got it all, he's stacking up, and people are looking at me like, "Who the fuck's that guy?" And then I heard somebody go, "That dude used to be in the rug burns." So, then it was like God intervened. All of a sudden this guy, you know, like once you leave the security area, you can't go back in. This guy leaves and then runs back in, runs out, and he starts freaking out. And he's got a cigarette and he lights it in the airport and he goes, "I am Jesus Christ, I am Jesus Christ." And then all the security guards are looking at the money and the guy who's saying is Jesus Christ. And he looks at me and goes, "I am Jesus Christ." And I go, "Does your dad know you smoke?" And then he's over there. And he's got all the craziness going on. And then the security guys go, "Just take your money and get on the flight." So then I get on the flight and there's people just looking at me because I put the bag above. Holy shit. Anyways, to make a long story short, the IRS took most of that money too. So now I'm playing at the Hopmonk, selling t-shirts, tote bags, and bandanas. And that t-shirt, Sharon, could you bring me a t-shirt and a bandana? I just want to prove to you that this is false advertising. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you, Sharon. That's Sharon, everybody. If you're a rock star, you should always marry a girl named Sharon. Because then you can just go, "Sharon!" and then bite the head off of a bat. Okay. Thank you. The reason I wanted to bring this shirt up is it's false advertising. When I was getting it made, I said to the girl, the artist who's really good, Anna Pollock, I said, "Can you make a picture of me riding an alligator?" And so she did, and I go and put a lobster on my back. So she did it all. And it's so cool, right? So she does that, makes on a tie-dye. But the first draft she sent, my ass was not that hot. Now look at this guy's ass. This is like Brazilian butt lift territory. My ass is a 65-year-old saggy man's ass. Like it used to be hot, but look. If I pulled my pants down, you would just fucking lose your boners. These pants are holding my ass up. And sometimes when I get out of the shower and Sharon's trying to do work, I go in the room she's working on, I do this dance because it's naked, and I go like that, and she just ignores me. Anyways, if you get one of these shirts, I just want you to know, this is not real. Now this, where's my friend from Tellison? Are you here?
Here, big fella.
Oh yeah, I got this for your wife. I want to make sure she gets it. That's my friend. Will you come up here, Pete, and bring this to her? Just real quick, sorry. He owns, see this jacket? He makes this. He is Pete from Tellison. Tellason in Sausalito. My favorite blue jean manufacturer. Is this a good color for your lovely wife? Yeah. And Casey wears your stuff. You made this jacket. Thank you. Oh, if she doesn't like that color, have her trade it out with Sharon. Okay, good. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for coming out to the show. Good night. If you've never seen me before, can you imagine, like, your friends bring you and you're like, "Oh, he plays great songs," and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Can you still see me? That song is called Steeplechase Lane, in case you ever want to hear it. Chet Atkins used to open his shows playing it. It was written by the late, great Jerry Reed. When you're hot, you're hot. That guy. And then also, in case you're wondering, the tuning, in case you're a guitarist out there, is D, G, D, E, B, D. It's really weird. And what happened was Jerry Reed and Chet Atkins were really drunk one night, and Chet Atkins gave Jerry Reed a tuning, and Jerry Reed didn't listen to the tuning properly, and he wrote down D, G, D, E, B, D. He was drunk, and then he came back the next day and goes, "Hey, I wrote this song in that tuning you gave me," and Chet Atkins goes, "I've never even heard of this tuning." And then he liked the song so much, he would always open his shows with it. Steeplechase Lane. How cool. And so I was like, man, I'm gonna learn how to play it. And I learned how to play it. And afterwards I go, it's really hard to get out of that tuning, so I should write a song in that tuning as well, so I could follow it up. And I don't have to like make everything go crazy changing the tuning. So here's the song I made up in that tuning. And this is an extension to Steeplechase Lane, but it doesn't sound anything like Steeplechase Lane. All right. Let's get this straight. Back in high school I loved you, but I didn't have the courage to tell you, 'cause I was high on Quaaludes and listening to Foreigner. We'd hang out at the swap meet and walk around in bare feet. The Boone's Farm wine was so bittersweet. Oh. My sister taught me how to smoke weed before she joined up with people. She left me all her rolling papers, so I joined up with people too. Smoked so much dope I saw double. Saw Santa Claus in my urine bubbles. He said, "You've been a bad boy, you're in lots of trouble." Up with people, you meet them wherever you go. Up with people, they're the best kind of folks we know. I'm surprised they're not suing me yet. I drove a brown Dodge Demon, had a Filipina girlfriend too. She'd have me over for lumpia. Had 8 brothers and sisters, they were cool. I don't mean to be facetious, we weren't afraid of diseases. We both got saved by Jesus. walk up with people, you meet them wherever you go. Up with people, they're the best kind of folks we know. In high school I loved you, but I didn't have the courage to tell you, 'cause I was high on testosterone and listening to Sticks. Sticks, man. Those guys were cool. Not really, but at the time they were. Man, they played at our high school, and I was going to Noe Kaufman Junior High in Palm Springs because I graduated from Palm Springs High in 1978. Palm Springs Indians. Anyone? Am I the only person here who knows my alma mater? Because I was in concert choir, and I was in Madrigals, and Madrigals was the top singing group, and I was also on the wrestling team, and I was in drama, and I was in the hiking club. Hello, bisexual tendencies. So, anyways, so I was there, and so I was in the choir, and we would compete against other schools, and we would sing songs in French and Latin and Italian, and it was so cool. And I was a tenor, and at one point, like when I was young, I was a soprano, and I remember all the songs we'd sing. But you guys don't remember the Palm Springs High School alma mater? Would you like to hear it? Okay, because I really want to do it. Here goes. In the silence of the desert, where the sands of silver shine, stands our glorious alma mater. 'Tis our haven and our shrine. Be we humble in her presence, for her blessings never fail. Palm Springs is our alma mater, so to her all hail, all hail. God, that just felt so good. I want to do one more song a cappella. I get messages from people on Instagram and Facebook, and they say things like, hey, my boyfriend is scared to ask for this. I don't know if you take requests because you probably already have a set list. I'm like, what fucking set list? I've never written a set list in my life. I have no clue, even when I walk out on stage, what's about to happen, ever. And so she was like, I was wondering if you could do this song called Fence Around My Heart. And of course I remembered. So who was the girl that wrote that? Is that you? God bless you. Thanks for requesting this, because the story behind this is I used to always want to be like a camp counselor. You know, because you'd see that movie like Meatballs with Bill Murray, remember? And there was a Ricky Lee Jones song on it off of her eponymous debut LP album, just Ricky Lee Jones, where she's got the beret on, she's smoking that dark cigarette, and she's Coolsville, right? Anyways, my sister is here. Where's Kathy? Hey, Kathy, that's my sister Kathy, and the girl next to her over there is Karen, and they lived in this place called, they lived in a place called Mira Mesa, California, right in San Diego, and they had Ricky Lee Jones' album. It was so cool, and I would hang out with them, but I always wanted to be a camp counselor, so I'm glad you requested this song. So we're gonna pretend we're at camp, and we've had a fling, okay? So like me and one of the other counselors had a fling, and we gotta get back to where the kids are, because they're young kids, and we got to get back to where they are because we're camp counselors. But this is the story kind of what happened. And the way that you guys are going to be involved in this, I want you to pretend that I am with you and you guys are the campers, okay? So, come on you guys, who's with me? Okay, so here goes. right now, somebody's going, what the fuck this is weird tonight. Okay, so I will play more songs. Here it goes. I gotta get this off my chest. This is gonna be fun. So when I say, I better build a fence around my heart, you guys go, what? Don't give me a half-ass, don't go, what? No, I wanna hear, what? Yeah. And then say, better use the proper size wrench. And you go, 1/4 inch? We're not doing metric. I'm a boomer. Okay. I'm 65. They tried to bring us soccer. And we were like, fuck that. We're not changing the metric system. We're Americans. So anyways. Okay. So, and then lay it on the workshop bench is the last part, and you go, okay. Okay, so this is what you do. You go, what? 1/4 inch? And then, okay. Okay, you got it. Good. I love a crowd that's in this weird shit. I remember walking through the trails, looking for an answer. Waking up late and you were wondering where your pants were. You gave me a little love, something close to nothing. I better build a fence around my heart. What? Make sure to use the proper size wrench. 1/4 inch. Got to lay it on the workshop bench. Okay. Well, off the hills of, when I wrote this, the former Republic of Yugoslavia, my love whistles like a bullet in the sky. I will wait for you, my Nadia, my love for you will never die. But I remember walking through the trails, looking for an answer. Waking up late and you were wondering where your pants were. You gave me a little love, something close to nothing. I better build a fence around my heart. What? Make sure to use the proper size wrench. 1/4 inch. Got to lay it on the workshop bench. Okay. Well, off the trails of Nicaragua, my love's tougher than gorillas in the trees. I want tequila, but all they got is agua. Bless you, my thirst for you will never die. But I remember walking through the trails, looking for an answer. Waking up late and you were wondering where your pants were. I like saying that part. It makes me feel good in my bikini area. Where your pants were. Gave me a little love, something close to nothing. I better build a fence around my heart. What? Make sure to use the proper size wrench. 1/4 inch. Lay it on the workshop bench. Okay. Now here's the bridge, as if it needed one. But when the grass gets thick and grows real tall, you come uninvited on a mower down the hall. You cut my grass without asking me. I never ordered a guard, never ordered a guard, never ordered a gardener. Gardener, 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 well, off the hills of old Manila, I'm shut down like a military base. I want a spicy flavor, but all they got's vanilla. My thirst for you will never die. Last time, I remember walking through the trails, looking for an answer. Waking up late and you were wondering where your pants were. Gave me a little love, something close to nothing. Dude, your chick wrote me a message on Facebook, just requesting this. She wrote it just the other day, saying you really liked it. Now I'm doing it just for you, okay? Buy some merch. And I better build a fence around my heart. What? Make sure to use the proper size wrench. 1/4 inch. Lay it on the workshop bench. Okay. I love the Hopmonk, man. Isn't it great? Hey, buddy. Isn't everything great in the world today? Dude, don't you know that the first tenet of Buddhism is life is suffering, and that's why the Buddha's laughing? Because he's like, oh yeah, everything is kind of fucked up. So, not that I'm some Buddhist, I just read it. But, yeah, everything's kind of weird. Like, are we living in a bizarre world right now? Like, holy shit, right? It's crazy. I can't even believe it. Anyways, I love my job because I love laughing. And in school, believe it or not, I was always in trouble for laughing. Like, always. They were like, what? Ooh, that sounds good. Muffins in the toaster, I got my raspberry jam. My grandpa was a sailor, and he came into this land, and he was looking for gold, a pretty hand to hold, or some cards to fold. At least that's what I've been told. Silver lining, where'd you go? Turn on my TV, they got talking heads in space. It used to be so easy to have a little faith. I used to rely on luck, turn on a buck. I didn't feel so stuck, I didn't limp around like John Crook. Silver lining, where'd you go? Used to have hope, now we got soap on a rope. Used to have dreams, now we got overpaid baseball teams. We got the grocery baggers, graffiti taggers, golf ball shaggers. Go, team, go. Silver lining, where'd you go? I'm gonna do the last verse here, and I was just thinking, I got to play this at High Sierra Music Festival. Have you ever seen that? You guys ever been there? Now, I've played like 100 different festivals around this world, but High Sierra truly is my happy place. God, I love that place. They're like my family. I must have played there 10 times in my life. And I just got a text from the guy that runs it all. And he was like, what do you think? You think next year you can do it again? I was like, yeah. So can we all make a vow that we're gonna meet at High Sierra next year? Even if you've never been there before, make it a Michelob night. I fix myself some herbal tea, 'cause it's healthier, they say. Now healthier ain't half as fun. I take a cold beer in a day. I used to have this functional fun in the cancerous sun with my codependent hun eating greasy hot dogs on a buttered up bun. Silver lining, where'd you go? For those of you keeping score, if you do learn to write songs in that tuning, it's really cool because it's just D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. And so the guitar was in this tuning the other day, and I decided I'd try to make up a song in this tuning because it was in here. And check out this song that I just scribbled down. It's never been played live before. So here goes. I don't know if I can get through it. I do my best because it's so new, it has that new car smell. But here goes. All right. It goes like this. I'm going to turn this thing off so it's not blinking. Okay. Got it. Look at how the years just roll on by. Man, I never thought I'd be sitting here singing songs for you now that I'm in my 60s. I just wanna bang on my guitar. God, you know it's so cathartic. I'll try to give you 96% and hopefully be well regarded. I'll just drift around the world and float on with the tide. I'll hang on to what I got, 'cause it's a wild ride. Listen how the birds just sing their songs by the branches all thorny. I thought they were singing songs of love, but they're actually horny. They're just ready to fight for lust, defend their precious territory. I thought everyone was here for love, but it seems we're all just predatory. I'll just drift around the world and float on with the tide. I'll hang on to what I got, 'cause it's a wild ride. I've traveled all the way from far off land, singing under the spotlights. You think I would have learned from my mistakes, but I'm still getting bug bites. My time now is like a setting sun, but I'm a present participle. I can't believe that I get paid for this, but it beats trying to sell a plastic pipe nipple. I just drift around the world and float on with the tide. I'll hang on to what I got, 'cause it's a wild ride. forget how the years just roll on by, man. I'm happy to be here now. I did it! I did something good. That's what I'm gonna think tonight when I go to sleep. I'm actually crying right now. That last line just gets me. I can't help it. It's like, man, I'm grateful to be here now. I didn't do it. God did it. Okay, I'm sorry. Why ruin a good song with such talk, Steve? I'd like to dedicate this song to my friend Dave Margulies' beautiful partner, Martha. And Martha, wherever you are, I just want you to know I love you, and I love Dave Margulies. So this goes out to you. It goes like this. For those of you keeping score, I'm still in the same D-A-D, F-sharp A-D tuning, but by putting a capo on the second fret, it becomes E, which is the way the Allman Brothers recorded that song on the record, E to Peach, and the song's called Lone Martha. And I don't know if you like hearing about tunings or not. It's just, I like doing it because I just came off of teaching the kids from the Trombone Shorty Foundation in Mill Valley. The other day I taught this class to them, and then I had my own song school out in Woodstock, and it was called Steve Poltz Song Factory. I had Bob Schneider as a teacher, Mary Gaucher, and Ryan Montbleu, and it was just epic. Everybody wrote songs, and so I'm still feeling that kind of mode of like how much joy it brought me, and I didn't want to do it. Here's the dirty little secret. I got tricked into it. So you ever heard of the Milk Carton Kids? Yeah. You know, those guys are great, and they're good friends of mine. Anyways, Kenneth from the Milk Carton Kids asked me to teach at his camp, and it was called Sad Song Summer Camp, and it's in Big Indian, New York. Sad Songs Summer Camp. So I went there and I taught, and then the people that own it, it's called Music Masters. Steve Earle does a songwriting one there, and Richard Thompson. It's really beautiful. And so they said, hey, we want you to have your own. And I really didn't want to do it, but I felt like it was an honor that they asked me. And then as I got closer and closer, I was like, I just don't want to do this. And I got through it. It's one of those things, I know you've done stuff in your life where you get through something and you just feel so good. I felt like, because I can get comfortable playing shows, but man, having to teach people. And then I remembered, that's why we're on the planet Earth. To be of service. And sometimes I forget that. And so if I can try to make that my mantra, just try to be of service. To, like wherever you are. You know, like everybody's so angry today. I like going to a store and trying to make, you know, the person ringing up the groceries crack up. But it's usually just a machine and machines don't laugh. It's me scanning it. But I tried. And so I go to a place and I try to, I really do, I try to freak people out. Like, I can't help it, it's really fun. And I feel very grateful that I get to do that, because I think it's like the ripple effect, and you can make the world just a little bit better. And it's really not that hard, because this is the thing, people want to surrender to love, like more than they even know. They do, I do, I don't always do it. Man, I can be such a dickhead. Like when I get pissed, I see him all, oh, he's happy up here. No, don't cross me. Like, I get fucking pissed. Like I live in Nashville, and a couple weeks ago I got so mad at this neighbor, and I was like, I'm not gonna argue with her. She's always trying to poke me with political ideologies that I don't want to hear. And she got on my nerves one time too many. And I got so mad. But she was like, she told Sharon, whoa, Steve has a temper. Don't we all? Maybe not. Does Mother Teresa, did she have a temper? Thanks for taking pictures, dude. Are you on Instagram? Cool. I'm gonna find you. Okay. Instagram. That would be a good cocaine delivery service. Wouldn't it? Dude, you get any more? Call Instagram. Some coke dealer's all pissed. I came up with it. Trying to get a hold of Zuckerberg. Man, I love this night. I did not break a string. Everything seems to be going good. Hey, you guys, I just played at this festival called Bear Creek Folk Music Festival in Grand Prairie, Alberta, Canada. And check this out. At folk festivals in Canada, as some of you may know, if you've been in them, they do these in the rounds a lot. And it's a really brilliant thing because you'll get like 3 different musicians that don't know each other, and it's an in the round, and one will play a song another. And what it does is, if you've never seen one of the less well-known musicians that's up there on stage, they get turned on to the crowd of somebody that they came to see, and vice versa. So Canadians have always done this, and they call those workshops. So guess who I got put in a workshop with? Loudon Wainwright III. I know, right? Talk about a full circle moment. I was at USD, and I got out and got the nipple job, and I met this girl named Anastasia, and I started dating her, and she was really into Phil Collins, and I was like, come see some real music. Taking you to McCabe's in LA to see Loudon Wainwright III. So we drove up, and Anastasia liked the show so much, she quit her job she had and became a booking agent at Shuba's Chicago on South Park in Belmont, and used to book the Rugburns there. And this club became famous, but it was because we went to see Loudon Wainwright III. So there I was on stage with him, and he heard my songs, and he was so cool, and he started whispering to me, these songs are really good. And I was like, I actually met you a long time ago. And he goes, you did? And I'm saying this over the microphone so the crowd can hear. And I go, yeah, your son Rufus, me and Rufus went on tour back in the 90s, and we both were opening for Lisa Loeb, and we did like 30 dates across the country, Oklahoma, everywhere, Nebraska. We were all over the place. And Loudon Wainwright goes, really? And I go, yeah. But the weird thing is Rufus wasn't popular yet. And Rufus, being a gay guy, was very out on stage, and we would be in places like Omaha, Nebraska, where these cowboy dudes came with their girlfriends. They didn't want to see Lisa Loeb, but their girlfriends were like, we gotta hear it. You say, I only hear what I want. You know, they'd seen the movie Singles and all that. So all these cowboy guys were there, and they're like, pissed. And then out there's Rufus Wainwright. And so he gets on the piano and he goes, this is a song I wrote when I used to watch the Gay Men's Porno Channel, and I would masturbate to these guys with beautiful Greek bodies. And you start playing, and some of them start booing. You think shit's bad now? Try being in Nebraska in that room, and they were disgusted. And it got crazier and crazier every tour. Rufus is so punk rock. He'd end his set if they were booing him. He'd go, good night, fuckers. And then he'd go, you guys are a bunch of gangbangers. I wish I could think of something more intelligent to say, but you're just stupid. And then he goes, I'll be back by the merch. And I swear to God, he would walk back to the merch. So one night, we're in like Oklahoma or some, who knows where we were, and it was extra redneck crowd, and the crowd was booing him, and as he walked off stage, this woman grabs him, and she has like permed blonde hair, right, a lot of makeup on, and she grabs him, and she's walking off stage, and she goes, excuse me, and he always thought somebody was going to compliment him. I love Rufus so much because of this. He was still like, and he goes, yes, not even knowing what he was walking into, and he goes, yes, and she goes, you suck, and he goes, your hair sucks, and he's like, does not miss a beat. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. So every night, either Rufus would go on, then I would go on, then Lisa Loeb. She was the headliner. Everybody was there to see Lisa Loeb. But Rufus started going, dude, you remind me of my dad. And then me and Rufus we were both still drinking back then, and I'd have a bottle of Jameson on my rider, and we would drink a bottle of Jameson, we'd be wasted, and one night he calls his dad, Loudon Wainwright III, he goes, Dad, I met your illegitimate son. His name's Steve Poltz. Now, mind you, I'm telling this story at the Grand Prairie at the Bear Creek Festival. Loudon Wainwright is laughing so hard. And then I go, so one night, your son says to me, I'm sick of you selling all this merch. You're out selling me a merch. I'm gonna ruin your merch sales tonight. And I go, do whatever you want, dude. You can't ruin my merch sales. And so then he comes out in the middle of my set after he's already played. He grabs the mic and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, are you enjoying the very handsome Steve Poltz? Because I sure am. And then he grabs me by the back of the hair, pulls me towards him, and starts kissing me. And I'm like, I'm not pulling away. Like he thought I was gonna pull away, and he rams his tongue in mine, and we're fully French kissing on this stage in front of the most redneck crowd. And that night I sold no merch.
This is the greatest show I've ever played. Those idiots that came last night, they didn't get a show this good. What a bunch of assholes. Oh, some of you are here? I was talking about last week's crowd.
You've been pissing in a bottle and you can't see through the fog. You know a truck got jackknifed in the snow up ahead my shop. Radar got you clocked at 87 and a 55. The cops all wanna search your car because they think you're high. Finally reached the club and they got no posters up. Later 12 people half a puking in a cup. Sell 2 CDs, give another 6 away. You're hoping that somebody has a place where you can stay. You got a 10-hour drive in the morning, don't sweat it. Keep thinking about the gig last night, you wish you could forget it. Listen to a podcast, a radio loud. Try to call your mom, but end up yelling at your dad. Car needs gas, pulling to the common goal. The weather channel says you're about to hit some snow. Sell 1 CD, give another 8 away. To add insult to injury, you had to pay to play. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. Yeah. Club owner says you should have played it last week. Right now it's finals and no one makes a peep. He wishes that the money could have been a lot more, but the deal was only for a small percentage of the dough. $27 and a couple foreign bills. Tried to pass a hat, but everyone was high on pills. Play a new song, no applause, just crickets. 5-10 says I give you 2 drink tickets. Come on, folk singer, folk singer, washed up, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer. I think you can do better than that. Get a big break and get to do some radio. The DJ says it's taped for next week's show. Does you no good, cause tonight you got the gig. You keep on smiling and dance a little jig. Car starts whining, engine's running hot. Gas station dude says your radiator's shot. Sell 12 CDs, give none away. The radiator took it all, it's groundhog day. Folk singer, come on, folk singer, washed up punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer for sure. Yeah. Pretend you're in Texas. Go Cowboys! Get a good offer for a gig in Atlanta. The airline send your guitar all the way to Montana. Get a real person on the phone from United. Lose your cool, tell the dude to go bite it. Borrow a guitar to try to cool your rage. Walk into the club and someone else is on stage. Sell no CDs, the club is double, but you never even got to play. You feel the life is overlooked. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up punk, still a dead ringer. finally get some sleep. There's a nice blue sky. The airlines found your guitar all the way in Dubai. Say that it'll be there for your gig in Tallahassee, but you ate some bad food and you're feeling kinda gassy. Get a Motel 6, wish it was the Ritz. At least you got a private place because you got the shits. So 5 hats, 2 CDs, yes sir, no ma'am, thank you, please. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up punk, but he's still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. Finally get some good news from the booking agent dude. At the club tonight, they'll give you half off on your food. Place is packed, you're gonna make your fee. They wouldn't even turn off the sports TV. Go Dodgers! That was the best one I've ever done. Feel like I climbed another rung on the ladder. Another day older, yo, another day fatter. I'm a folk singer now in the pale moonlight. That's how I'm staring on stage at the Hopmonk Tavern for the cookout tonight, featuring the T Sisters and also the late greatest in the world, Megan Slanger. Put on my Casey Turner presents folk singer, folk singer, washed up punk, but still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. One more time, a little bit better. Folk singer, folk singer, washed up punk, but you're still a dead ringer. Folk singer, folk singer for sure. Well, I'm a folkity folker, I'm a Bram Stoker choker, I'm a vampire smoker, I'm a motherfucking folker for sure. To watch a show starring me. I don't know what you're about to hear or see. The truth is I have no plan at all. There's a good chance that off this stage I'll fall. My body ain't quite what it used to be. My hair ain't the color it once was. My style icon is Emmylou Harris mixed with a little Dawn was. I lie on stage, I lie in songs, I lay my troubles down. Hey, stick it out with me, kid, I mean, what else is there to do in this godforsaken, deep-fried bacon town? Yeah, you bought the tickets, you paid the cash, you got in the car, you moved your ass. You brought a friend or an awkward date to some you love that they're probably gonna hate. It's music, sweet music. I'm emo, I'm screamo, I'm country and I'm folk, Americana, if you wanna. I'm old-fashioned, but I'm woke. I'm everything to everyone, I'm Jesus and I'm Buddha too, don't panic. I'm organic, too scared to be satanic, but mostly I'm just here to sing for you. Well, I played a lot of shows across this world. Tonight's the best I'll ever play. I'm handing you a pearl. My G-string might snap in two. My face might turn from red to white to blue. But it's not because I'm dying, hey, I'm just patriotic. Well, we all connect like Legos, yeah, we all are symbiotic. I die on stage, I cry on songs, I try to work it out. Hey, stick it out with me, kid, I mean, what else is there to do in this craft beer making, earthquake shaking town? Yeah, you bought the tickets, you paid the cash, you got in the car, you moved your ass. You brought a friend or an awkward date to something you love that they're probably gonna hate. I want that guy out of my head now. It's music, sweet music. I'm emo, I'm screaming, I hate that guy. Americana, if you wanna, I'm old-fashioned, but I'm broke. I'm everything to everyone, I'm Jesus and I'm Buddha too, don't panic, I'm organic, too scared to be satanic. But mostly tonight, the cookout series on a Sunday, I'm here to sing for you. Well, I know what you're thinking, what the hell? This guy just wrote a whole entire song about himself. And the truth is, I do it all the time. But for me, it's therapeutic, and I hope that you don't mind winning. Well, I probably make you honest, cause you're my therapist. But I'm like your escalator on this here this. I headline on stage, I cry in songs, so try to work it out. Hey, stick it out with me, kid, I mean, what else is there to do? In this hemp clothes making, tincture taking, sourdough baking, late day waking, spare change taking, traffic making, release the cranking. I must be mistaken, I'm in the wrong town. What? Oh yeah, that's a good one to do in a little bit. I will. Woo! Gotta get my old tuxedo pressed. Gotta sew a button on my vest. Tonight I've got to look my best. Lulu's back in town. Gotta get a $50 somewhere. Gotta shine my shoes and slick my hair. Got to get myself a boutonniere. Lulu's back in town. You can tell all my pets, Harlem coquettes, Mr. Otis regrets he won't be around. You can tell the mailman not to call. I ain't coming home until the fall. I might not get back home at all. Lulu's back in town. Lulu's back in town. Hello, welcome to Jazz Guy Joe.
There is a road. No simple highway. Between the dawn. And if you go, no one may follow. You should stand. And who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home.
Is this the real life, or is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. Fat-bottomed girls, you make the world go round. Tie your mother down, tie your mother down, tie your mother down. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? Bolts and lightning, everybody's lightning. Galileo, Galileo. Are we at Burning Man? Close my eyes, only for a moment, then the moment's gone. All we are is dust in the wind, dust in the wind. You say you want a revolution, it starts here with me, me. My baby drove up in a brand new Cadillac. I said, Jesus Christ, where'd you get that Cadillac? Road runner, going 100 miles an hour. A lot of people walk down the street and they get called an asshole. This never happened to Pablo Picasso. He could walk down the street and girls could not resist his stare. So Pablo Picasso was never called an asshole. Robert Hunter's in his grave right now going, what the fuck? You guys, let's never ever tell anybody else about what happened tonight. Please, for my sake. Don't take me down because of one night. We needed this night. Who's we? On my new record that will be coming out next, right in January or February, there's a song that I love playing called Petrichor, and I hope you like it. I just love it. It's cool. And Petrichor, I just love the word because it's a set right after the rain stops. You walk outside. Wow, man, that's Petrichor. It's cool. So there's only one other person who wrote a song called Petrichor, and it's a band called Fish. Can you believe it? They get everything. Don't you think I should have t-shirts? And then it's a pony. It just says, My Little Poltzy. It's like... Smell the perfume from the dirt, rub it on, what could it hurt? It's a smell that we all love, sent right down from my above. My wife says, bottle it up, see the gold coins fill our cup. Women all around the world are smelling like a red dirt girl. Petrichor is happening right now. Happens every time the rain comes down. See the steam rise up right off the ground. Petrichor is happening right now. Saw my garden parched and dried, look up to the clear blue sky. Prayed all night for one good cloud, make the sweet rain come on down. Thirsty roots, I look at me, it's almost like they can see. Healing drops fall from the sky, it starts to rain, I start to cry. Petrichor is happening right now. Happens every time the rain comes down. See the steam rise up right off the ground. Petrichor is happening right now. Heavens, give me my life blood. When it's done, I'm in the mud. Watch the cracked earth, soak it in. See myself as sprout again. Now you know just what it is. It's a gift that heaven gives. Grows the flowers and the weeds. Blessings for the thirsty seeds. Petrichor is happening right now. Happens every time the rain comes down. See the steam rise up right off the ground. Petrichor is happening right. Petrichor is happening right. Petrichor is happening right. Well, all good things must come to an end. But not yet. Give me a little bit of notice. Whew, I'm sweating. My sister bought me this shirt. I want to thank her. Kathy's here tonight. Thank you, Kathy. Are you still here? Oh, good. Kathy really did teach me how to smoke weed. I was in 7th grade, I think it was, yeah. And she had just gotten her driver's license, and she was the one with the brown Dodge Demon that I talk about in the song I did earlier. When I had the Filipina girlfriend, that was all true, everything. And my sister went away to with people and left me her Dodge Demon. It was 3 on a tree. And on the back, she had a bumper sticker that said, "Give Jesus a chance." Cops do not pull you over. The other night, I was playing a show with this friend of mine. He's a Texas legend, and he flew me out to play his fan fest. His name's Robert Earl King. So we're on stage together, right? We did 2 nights, trading stories. And at one point, he looks at me and goes, "You are one of the weirdest people I've ever met." And then he hugged me, and it was a beautiful moment. So I was leaving the gig, right? And I'm in Texas. I'm in my rental car. I'm such an old man now, 65, like I don't look, that's just my parking lights on. You know, it should have been on auto. So I'm driving down this Texas freeway to my hotel, Christmas lights. Shit, I'm getting pulled over, damn it. I go to pull over and he gets on that speaker and he goes,
Do not pull over there. There is not an emergency lane. Please get off at the next exit. Pull over at the access road. Over by the Whataburger.
so he says all this over the fucking thing. And I'm like freaking out. I'm thinking of all the videos I've seen of people getting shot and everything. I was like, what's gonna happen? You know, you just start getting paranoid because your algorithm that I like is that. I don't want to like it, and I want to change my algorithm. The fist fights keep popping up. And people yelling at airline attendants violent things. So I don't want that. God bless you. So anyways, so I get pulled over, and then I pull over to the access road. He goes, I said not there. Go into the parking lot of Whataburger. So I go to the Whataburger parking lot. It's all these Texans in this smaller area of town, and they're looking at me, and look at me, right? It's got the light on me. I'm like, I'm just like a meerkat. Steve. So the cop comes up and he's like, sir, I pulled you over because your lights aren't on. You just have your parking lights on. And I go, what an idiot. And then I go, not you. Like, I thought he was going to think I was calling him an idiot. And then I got really scared, like this is going to go south. And he goes, can I see your driver's license? And I give him my driver's license and he goes, Tennessee, huh? Nashville? I go, yeah. He goes, sir, how much have you had to drink tonight? And I go, I am so glad you asked me that. Now, when I'm answering it this way, I seem like a fucking freak, right? But I'm really trying to be sincere and just ebullient with him. And so I go, I'm so glad you asked me that. I haven't had a drink in 20 years. And he looks at me where I go, well, just because every time I drank, I wanted to go do cocaine. So I go buy cocaine. And I knew I'd never do coke if I didn't drink. And then he goes, sir, stay in your car. I swear to God, this just happened. So he goes, checks on the license plate, puts on all the things. He's there forever, and all I'm thinking is the algorithm I've been watching. I'm dead. For some reason, I'm dead. He's gonna get out of the car. There's gonna be a warrant on me, who knows what. And all I was thinking was, Sherman! And she wasn't with me. So he finally comes back, and he goes, you know what? I believe you. He goes, and then he repeats what Robert O'Keefe told me. He goes, you just seem a little crazy. That's what he said to me. And I go, I know I do, and I don't want to. And then I go, he goes, do you play music? I go, yeah, do you want to buy a CD? And he goes, no. I go, I didn't mean buy one. I'm not trying to say, can I give you one? He goes, we're not allowed to accept gifts. I go, then can you buy one? So he let me go. He did not buy a CD. I was like, what if I get out of the car and I just walk and I drop it? I just walk back in and I go, I didn't see it. Did you? And he just goes, go to your hotel. I'm so glad that was all that happened. That just happened to me, folks. Otherwise, I might not have made it here. Man, I love Northern California, don't you guys? California is so beautiful, and Northern California isn't it great? I will be in Trinidad. February. Cool. All right. I guess I want to end big on this song that my friend Brenda asked me to play, but I don't want to end on it until I call up my friends to sing on it, and so I want them to know that And on the third song I play will be the one. So you have 2 songs to get ready, and you'll know the third song is the big jizz. Yeah. All right. Well, the first time that I saw you, you were on your couch and you were leaning back. Maybe late for a plane or late for a train or maybe a heart attack. You had a wild streak in your eyes. Man, I loved your guts. I knew I'd follow you anywhere. No ifs, ands, or buts. And the second time that I saw you, I wanted you so bad, but I had to get permission from your mother, then go upstairs and ask your dad. And he had a shotgun sitting there right between his legs. He said, go out and get me some whiskey, some weed, and a dozen eggs. Let's stay together like birds of a feather. Baby, you were tethered. Let's stay together. When I went back to your house again, I gave it a real good inspection. Must admit, I fell in love with your record collection. There wasn't one dud, no, nothing you could waste. So we put on some T-Sisters and some slanker and slow dance by the light of the moon. Let's stay together like birds of a feather. Baby, you were tethered. Let's stay together. We might find work washing dishes in a local bar, or save up some money and buy us a brand new used car. Then we'll rent us a house on an organic farm, and I'll get your name tattooed right here in the middle of my arm. Well, we might run out of cash and join a crew just to dig in a ditch, but I got a guitar in my hands and my fingers are starting to twitch. It could be hard being a singer, finding a decent place to play. Well, there's bodies littered along the side of the folk highway. Let's stay together like birds of a feather. Baby, we're tethered. Let's stay together. I like watching you lean down and polish up your shoes. A simple act like that can make me forget about all the bad news. It's the way that you grimace, the way you make your hips shake. Well, everything about you is a visible earthquake. You can treat this life just like it's an old board game, the kind you keep in the closet you bring out when it starts to rain. Dust it off, learn to smile, maybe roll the dice. Try to be patient, try to be kind. It ain't that hard to be nice. Let's stay together like birds of a feather. Baby, we're tethered. Let's stay together. do this song, and then I'm gonna invite up Megan and the remaining T sisters. I think there's some remaining T sisters, and we'll end on that song. And then after that, I'll be over there by Sharon. If you want to say hi, you don't gotta buy nothing. We can just like go like this, take a picture or whatever. I'll sign your body. Sharon was like, "You gotta watch what you say." I was in this. Every once in a while, you get a gig. It's in a PAC, a Performing Arts Center, and those gigs suck because what they do is they have these subscription people, and like they may or may not come, and they might not be into you at all. You've not heard of you. They don't suck. I actually like them, but they're a challenge. And so you play them, and they're not really true fans of yours. So I always forget when I'm in one of those to tone it down. Like my mom said when I brought her weed to the old folks home, and she would have got kicked out for it, and she went, "Keep it cool, keep it cool." So, oh man. Anyways, what was I talking about? What's that? Oh, the PAC. So, yeah. So Sharon's like, "You gotta watch what you say," and it was this really conservative PAC in the middle of Michigan. And I just forget sometimes. And somebody screamed out, "Is there a VIP meet and greet? Like me?" So I thought he was kidding, but he meant it because he wanted to meet me. So I go, "I'll tell you what, I'm not normally into VIP meet and greets, but here's the price. When I'm done, I'll be over at the merch. If you want to shake my hand, that's 10 cents. If you want me to sign a record, that's 50 cents. A hug is $1, and I'll give your husband a hand job outside in the alley for $5. This couple got up and walked out. And I remember I was in the bathtub, and Sharon comes in and goes, "You really need to start watching what you're saying." But boy, my arm was tired after that show. Hey man, I want to thank Casey Turner. I want to thank our fine security person working the gate over here, keeping us all in here safe. Thank you. Can I high five you? I want to thank everybody that works here. Oh man, what a great sound and lighting crew. Casey Turner, the finest promoter in the world. This is my first ever Yes Vato Festival. You guys were a part of it, so thank you. You can say you were at the first Yes Vato Fest. I don't think we repeated one song, so that's cool. I could play 6 more nights in a row, and that would not happen. So I just want to say this has been a blast for me. I really love you guys, and I'm honored that I get to do this. Like seriously honored. I can't even believe it because life's so short. And I know, man, I'll be kicking it. I'm 66 years old. Coming up, I'll be doing this birthday bash show, getting the Rug Rings back together for one night at the Belly Up Tavern in Solana Beach, February 20th, or so 21st. Tickets are moving fast. That'll be cool, and I just feel good being here and being a part of this crazy spinning universe we have. You know what? It's so beautiful. It makes me cry. I'm not kidding you. Every day there's beauty. So it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. And so I suggest tonight you order an 8-ball of cocaine. No. Fucking Steve, why do you gotta ruin it? You're all sentimental guy Joe. Dumb dickhead. So, okay, other guy comes out. What I want you to do is every day wake up and say a positive affirmation on how much you love the world and how great it is. Did you know what? One day I was crossing the street to go to Catholic school and a fly landed on my head. I slapped my hand down on that fly, but it wasn't a fly, it was a wasp, and it stung me in the skull. I was in first grade, I think, and I was running across the crosswalk, and I was screaming because there was a stinger from a wasp in my head. And the nuns took me into the convent, and I had an allergic reaction. They gave me some Benadryl, and they laid me down on a cot, and I fell asleep. When I woke up, my mom was standing over me. She was still alive, and it was 1966, I think. I was in first grade. And she leaned down and she handed me an orange-flavored sherbet ice cream treat. She kissed me on the forehead and she goes, "Stephen, I just want you to know one thing," she said. "I want you to know that I love you." And she said, "I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you to the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend." So years and years later, I went away to the University of San Diego, Toreros, and I majored in political science with a minor in Spanish. So I knew I wouldn't have a job, but at least I would know why. And I had these two roommates, and we were living in Mission Beach, right down there in San Diego, and my roommates were all surfers. There were surfboards all around, and the only way we spoke was we connected with the word dude. So anything, if you're going to tell them a secret or something, you go, "Dude," and you go, "Dude." If he was in the bathroom and he had a naughty magazine and he was having some alone time and you barged in not knowing he was in there, you go, "Dude." So that's the only word we would use. That's how we communicate. If you saw him at an airport and you hadn't seen him in a long time, "Dude!" And then one time he blew off his fucking middle finger with an M80 firework. We were in Tijuana and he goes, "Dude!" So anyways, I love that dude. And one day he came in from surfing and he comes into the place and he goes, "Dude!" And I go, "Dude!" He goes, "Dude, there's this gnarly south swell coming in from Baja. Dude, I was out there, 6-foot faces. Dude, there's this chick next to me. She's surfing better than I was. Totally carving it up, goofy foot." And he goes, "Dude." And I go, "Dude?" And he goes, "Dude." Which means they were gonna go out that night. So then he says to me, "Dude, hey, I'm gonna put the BOP underneath your bed." And BOP was an acronym for bag of porn. So I go, "Dude, I don't want the BOP under my bed." And he goes, "Dude, I think I'm gonna get lucky tonight, bro. Let me put the BOP underneath your bed." And I go, "No. What if my lung collapses and I'm rushed to the hospital? And my parents have to come down. They'll think the BOP belongs to me." And it had 3 magazines in it. I've never forgotten the titles of them: Slick Slots, Prison Pussy, and Hairy Construction Workers. So he goes, "Dude, let me put it on your bed." I go, "Dude, no." And he goes, "Dude." And I go, "Dude." And he goes, "Dude." And I go, "Dude." So that night I go out to get 6-rolled tacos of guacamole and a veggie bean burrito. And my lung collapsed. And I was rushed to the hospital with a collapsed lung. So they had to call my parents to come down from Palm Springs. And my roommate, Todd, the stoner surfer dude, comes in, and I got tubes coming out of me. He goes, "Dude, gnarly." And the doctor told me, he goes, "Man, you've had way too many collapsed lungs, so your parents are going to have to come down. You're going to be in surgery. You'll be in the hospital for a couple of weeks with this thoracotomy thing." So my mom shows up, and she goes, "Stephen?" And she shows up with the priest from our parish, Father Campbell, really strict dude. And she goes, "Stephen, you're going to be in the hospital for at least a week. So we're going to stay in your room because hotels are too expensive. Father Campbell's going to stay there too." I don't know why when I imitate her, she comes sounding like she's one of the Kennedys. She's like, "We will not tolerate missiles off the coast of Cuba here, Stephen." So they take me into surgery. They're about to do it. And I look at Todd before I go in. And I go, "Dude." And he goes, "Dude." And I go,
POP.
Like that. Trying to use the code word, and he goes, huh? And I go, ragaborn. Trying to say it real surreptitiously. But they gave me these drugs to calm me down because I was really nervous. I was about to go into surgery. So my mom looks at me, she goes, what's he saying? What's he saying? And I sat up like a mummy. And I just go,
POP, mama.
and then she tilted her head like a chihuahua. And I get out of surgery and I got all these tubes coming out of every orifice of my body. And then I look at Father Campbell and he comes over to me and I looked up at him and I go,
POP, father.
and he goes, do you have to pee? Do you have to pee, Stephen? Do you have to pee? And my mom came over to try to calm me down and I go,
Better point.
and she goes, you can't have any corn, Stephen. No solid food for 2 weeks, huh, Stephen? Finally, I just freaked out and I go,
Get the fucking bag of porn up from under my goddamn bed. Slick slots, prison pussy, hairy construction workers.
my dad leaned down and he goes, it's okay, son, I still love you. Besides, that Slick Slots was a pretty good magazine. Father Campbell really liked hairy construction workers. Go figure. Then my dad goes, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you to the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend. Now as I stand here on this Sunday night on this hallowed stage, where so many musicians have played, so many great, fantastic, expert musicians, and me. And all I can think of is love. That's it. And what have I really loved the most in my life? My dog when I was a kid. It's the kind of love you can't believe. You love that dog so much. His name was Bojo. And one day I was in the front yard and I was throwing the ball, pretending I was a great shortstop. And I threw the ball. Bojo would catch it, but this time I threw it too far. And he ran out into the middle of the road. There's a Cadillac coming down the road, going fast. I remember the skidding of the tires and the sound of the Cadillac as it hit that dog I love. And I picked him up and his blood was all over him and he snapped at me like he didn't know me. And I ran in the house, I said, Mom, we gotta get Bojo to the vet. And I got in the back seat of her powder blue 4-door Dodge Aspen. And she got in the front seat and she started driving to the veterinarian and she lit up a cigarette. And I said, Mom, I can't breathe, I have asthma. And she said, it's too cold. She smoked it. And I said, should I put on a seatbelt? She said, no, I'll catch you. She walked into the veterinarian with a cigarette dangling out of her mouth. Some kid honked at her and he flipped her off. And then my mom, I'll never forget, flipped off the kid back. My Catholic mom, but didn't know what finger to use, and she used her ring finger and she was like, with a cigarette. Anyways, we go in and the veterinarian, I go, please save my dog Bojo. If you save my dog Bojo, I swear to God, I will come back and I will play the first Yes Vato Festival in 2025. But this is only 1969, right? And the vet goes, this is good weed, man. Bojo goes in for surgery for like 4 or 5 hours. Finally, the vet comes out and he goes, Steve, your dog Bojo, he's gonna live. I started crying tears of joy. Man, that night we drove Bojo home and he slept right next to me in my bed even though I was allergic to him and I had to sleep with an asthma inhaler. And I kissed the stitches on his neck and the stitches on his little legs and paws. And I kissed him again and I go, Bojo, I love you. And he lifted his little head up and he goes to me, roo too. And then I go, you can talk? And he goes, this is good weed, man. Don't forget to play the Yes Vato Festival in 2025. We're all time travelers. And when you're there, ask everybody to howl for any dog they ever loved. I'm talking deep enough. with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend.
One more time. I'm with you till the end. I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend. All right. Just one last favor is all I ask of you. It's not a lot. It's Sunday, and this is church. If you're able to stand up, I want you to do it. The reason is because I want you to stand up and put your hands over your head on the count of 3. Now let them fall over your neighbor's shoulders.
I want you to prove that there's still love in this world. Yes! I'm in it for the long haul. I'm with you till the end.
I'm with you till the end.
I'm in it for the long haul.
I'm in it for the long
You'll
haul.
always be my friend.
I'll always be my friend.
I'm in it for the long haul.
I'm in it for the long haul.
I'm with you till the end.
I'm with you till the end.
I'm in it for the long haul. You'll always be my friend.
Oh, thank you so much. God bless you. Let's bring up two sisters and Megan Slanger.
Let's do it right
How he
here.
goes, and every time I see him, he's got that same, every sound new, right? Is that right? Yeah, you're John Crazy.
How about these G sisters
Yeah,
and brothers?
it's amazing.
How about Megan Slankard? One of the weirdest people I have ever met in my life. Oh, hi, Dave. Hey, Dave, come here real quick. Oh, shit. Remember when you guys promised you're going to come to High Sierra? This is Dave. He owns that festival. Oh, yeah. Good to see you, Dave. Thank you for keeping High Sierra alive.
As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw Puppy. I saw Puppy. That golden highway. I saw below me. That endless valley. This land was made for you and me. Come on, as loud as we can. This land is your land.
This land is my land. From California to the New York Island.
From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. I roamed and rambled. I followed that highway. Through the golden sands. That endless skyway. And all around me. A voice was shouting. This land. Come on. Louder. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. And as I wandered side. It didn't say nothing. That side.
Was made for you and me.
Let's do this.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land.
You guys?
From California to the New York Islands. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
In the shadow of the steeple,
In the shadow of the steeple,
I saw my people.
I saw my people.
By the relief office,
By the relief office,
I seen my people.
I see my people.
And as I stood there hungry, I stood there asking.
I stood there asking, was this land made for you and me?
One last chorus.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Now just think it.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Thank you so much.